Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more 0 Hour. Today we have a Freestyler versus Kinski GT on Tournament Desert, pretty much as usual. I really need to start getting into casting some 2v2s and 3v3s, which is on my list, by the way. And we have Super Weapon General versus Air Force. So actually, I'll be surprised if this goes very late because super imbalanced armies. However, I don't know who Kinski is, and I do know who Freestyler is. Freestyler being a very good, probably could say one of the top players, probably in the top 10% of players online, and maybe even top 5% of players online at the moment. Freestyler very, very good. Kinski obviously does have the much stronger army though, and he's going for 3 missile defenders and a war factory and 2 supplies. Freestyler behind this, weirdly, is making a, well, not weirdly, just maybe coolly, if that is, well, that's definitely not a word, but coolly, he is making a EMP to try and defend against this. Is it cool though? Because it might actually just go pear-shaped for him, because his Chinook might just, the enemy Chinook might just fly over it exactly like it has done. But it depends if Kinski now has decent micro. He has dropped off a missile defender there, and some missile defenders in the base of his own as well, and the point defense lasers are going to deflect most of that. So actually, Freestyle is not in a great position at the moment, and Kinski actually on point with these laser locks, looking really, really good. I think we're on for quite a high quality game. But saying that, the ambulance does go down. I think he thought that Freestyler was not paying attention for a second there and was going to get run over by all the ambulance, but Freestyler was paying attention. You can anticipate that a good player like Freestyler is going to pay attention. Freestyler putting on some pressure though, and a new power is being established. A massive drop is coming in a minute though, and I'm sure I just heard something go down. Yeah, Kinski actually doing really, really well, taking out Freestyler's Chinook over there. He's also got a missile defender over here, which is really, really annoying for Freestyler, but he's got a massive drop here on the right hand side, and that laser lock is going to kill probably one Chinook. Yeah, the reaction is just a little bit too slow there for Kinski. He probably could have, well, actually, he definitely could have saved both Chinooks there, but there's massive drop on the right hand side now, and there's 2 missile defenders here, but I feel like he could still be collecting there. He doesn't necessarily need to be doing that, but actually, it doesn't seem like he has that many Chinooks, Kinski. Has he only got 1 Chinook left? Not quite sure what happened to the other one. Did the other one fly into the EMP and I've not realized, or did he just have not that many in the first place? Oh, here's the other one. So sorry, there is another one on the map. Massive laser lock coming in there from Freestyler, and that one is not collecting for the time being. That's a mistake, because he needs to be collecting on the left-hand side. The massive drop is still flying around and gonna unload a safe distance away from these Vs. One of them is Vet 2 as well, so it means slightly harder to kill, more damage output. Chinook is over here now. That is a bad micro from the Vs. And actually letting that power die is not all that bad, because actually he's lost the supply over here. So Kinski's in a bad situation. But letting that power die is not actually that bad, because Rangers will spawn there and be able to kill these. And meanwhile, Freestyler is still collecting. He's got another massive drop incoming. And Kinski is in a very bad situation. He's not collecting with enough Chinooks. He's only been collecting off 1 for absolutely ages. And having a couple of Vs out versus an immense amount of missile defenders. And these missile defenders need to unload. Actually, I was going to say very quick, but the V was getting awfully close. So maybe unloading here is not actually a bad idea. Going to be a laser lock coming in on something. He could have laser locked either the Chinook there or the V. The power is going down awfully quick though. I think there's like 7 missile defenders there. Got V's over here now taking out the barracks that's been established by Freestyler. And we got a laser lock coming in there, and Freestyler's Chinook is going down. One of few actually. But also Kinski's Chinook is in a heavy fire. So many missiles there all going down. Kinski doing a good job at trying to repel these, actually. A good mix of Rangers. With missile defenders and Vs, pushing them away. But I feel like Kinski needs more money. He needs to just, every drop that Chinook drops off now, he just needs to invest into more Chinooks, because otherwise he's just going to be overrun with money. Freestyler behind this is actually getting the oils. He's already going to be on 1, but then he's going to be capturing the enemy's oil as well. There's 3 more missile defenders in here. Kinski has got flashbang Rangers, so they're going to force this back a little bit. But if Freestyler behind this just has a massive economy and massive infantry spam, then I feel like he's in a very, very good situation. Kinski just money-wise is miles behind. He's not scouted his oil, so he has no idea that oil's being captured at the moment. All these infantry inside of here, I'm sure there's loads of flashbangs here, so you don't need to engage these missile defenders with the Vs. You can just use the flashbangs. They evacuated way too close to the base. Kinski's just being way too defensive, and that's allowing Freestyler into this game. Freestyler is now out of power. He probably will be upgrading that very soon. Freestyler got 3 missile defenders there on the left. Kinski's going in for a drop of his own. I think that's got the Vs inside of it. I think I wasn't paying attention there. The Vs are going to be dropped off. What looks like in Freestyler's base. Got to be careful of that EMP. Especially now. When it drops off here, is going to automatic reaction is going to be to probably bring that back. Having the Chinook there actually isn't so bad, because it is deflecting most of the rockets. The EMP is now in though, but the missile defenders and the Ranger there are deflecting the bullets. One EMP is going to get off, but it's not actually going to hit the V, but the V goes down anyway. Loads of infantry facing off here now. Loads of laser locks coming in. I'm loving these infantry and V battles. Power is now down. The V is taking cover behind the EMP. And this is a very, very scrappy and interesting game, actually. We've got more missile defenders here. There were the 3 from back there before. But Kinski's mistake here is he's not bothered about defending or killing the oils. Freestyler's now on no dozer, it looks like. I think he sent 1 dozer over there to build the barracks. These missile defenders are going to get in the supply line here, but they're going to go down so fast to the flashbang ranges. Flashbang is going to take out the missile defenders there on the right hand side, and the game has slowed down a little tiny bit, but again, Kinski is still not on full collection. He needs to stop making missile defenders, and he always needs to be on 4 Chinooks. Just prioritize that over everything. I mean, unless you've literally got no units out at all, you want to always be prioritizing your economy. It's going to help you in the long run. Now he needs to be spreading these missile defenders around, because these 3 Vs are going to charge right in. The laser lock slightly on point, but these Vs now going to get in the supply line. And Kinski, I'm not even sure what he is doing at the moment. He's making a combat Chinook. Not sure that is the greatest idea versus this immense laser lock that we've seen out of Freestyler so far. The missile defenders are going to go inside of there. We've got flashbangs versus flashbangs. Massive infantry battle here, but the Vs are going to help clear this up. I think all the flashbangs for Freestyler actually have gone down, at least all the ones that evacuated. But we've now got a combat Chinook with 3 Chinooks guarding it. But these Vs here from Freestyler are going to be really hard to deal with, and I'm not convinced that there's any flashbangs inside of that combat Chinook. So now it's a bit of a weird situation. Freestyler's base is probably going to come under threat from that. Bit of a base raid situation, actually, and Kinski's only got 2 dozers left and only 1 building. Now building a barracks on the right hand side. Combat Chinook is trying to take out the last few buildings of Freestyler. Of course, Freestyler is now dozerless, so he can't place down any more scaffolds or anything like that. Laser lock there is a little bit glitched. I feel like Kinski should have finished off that one. He could have done another swoop in, I think, and taken out that. But he's instead trying to take out the supply on the left-hand side. But Freestyle has been allowed to make more and more missile defenders, which is going to make it even more and more of a risk. The Vs, in the meantime, are clearing out the base. Now got a Vet 3-1. Not that that's going to make much difference at the moment. He's now taking out the barracks, but the combat Chinook is a little bit too close to the missile defenders, taking a little bit of a laser lock off one of them, but the point defense lasers are going to defend pretty nicely. Kinski is now targeting the wrong stuff. He needs to target that supply back there. And then just focus on this one. Oh no, an Avenger's out now. That's going to be really, really difficult. So maybe actually targeting that war factory was the best thing. But the combat Chinook is going down, and the Vs and the Avenger come out on top. So really, really well handled by Freestyler. I feel like what Freestyler was doing there was really, really good, but Kinski's idea to go for the combat Chinook was a really, really bad choice. He should have just played Vs and missile defenders and just won the game that way with the point defense lasers of the Chinooks. But I'm not convinced that Kinski can win this now. He's only on $25, throws in the towel, GG. And Freestyler comes out on top with the much weaker army. Well played to Freestyler. See what I mean about him being probably in the top 10% or 5% of players at the moment? Gives everyone a hard time, even the top players. Collected loads more money there. You can see Kinski only collecting on 1 Chinook for a large chunk of that game. Freestyler destroyed loads more units. Kinski obviously lost loads more because obviously those two coincide. Buildings destroyed and buildings lost. Very, very similar. But I think Kinski's decision to go for the combat Chinook was probably the main flaw in his play there. And also, actually, the main flaw was not having a big enough economy. He needs to have more Chinooks. So, yeah, really well played by Freestyler. Not a massively long game, but actually, as far as Air Force versus Super Weapon go, pretty decent. So, yeah, GG, well played to Freestyler, and I'll see you in the next one.